Hi everyone, trust you all are doing well. So we're going to be working on our post.show view, this one right here. Everything is hard-coded right here. So if we go to the home page and the person clicks the read more button right here, they will get to this view right here. Okay, so there's a couple of things we have to do. Obviously, the site nav, we need to update that, but it's not going to be all done in this episode. The social share, and we need to add the comments. So there's quite a lot of things that we have to do. But just a side note, as you can see, I'm not logged in and I can view this page. I don't want this to be the case. I want the person that actually come to this part right here, they need to be authenticated, basically logged in. Okay, so if we go to the home page right here, so if they come here, they can view this page, no problem. As soon as they click the read more, they need to be authenticated. All right, and against that, we will check if the person is subscribed or not, if the post is premium or not, and all that kind of stuff. We're going to do all of that in the coming episodes. All right, so let's get started. Let's start off with the first one. So this is our post controller. We got an index method and our show method in there. And this controller comes from our app, HTTP, controllers, pages, post controller right there. Okay, so that's the controller. Okay, so let me just show you the route as well. So web routes, let's go in there. You will see we got a post route right here for our index and a show which we have updated in the previous episodes. Okay, so just make sure you have this route in there. So let's go to our post controller. The first thing we need to do is we need to create our constructor. Okay. All right, in our constructor, we need to return middleware. So return this middleware. All right. Now the middleware in this case will be authenticated and I want the emails to be verified. Now the thing is, I only want this middleware to apply to our show method at the moment like this. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. So in our constructor, they need to be authenticated and the email have to be verified, and only for the show method, this one right here. Okay, and in our show method right here, we need to pass in the post variable via the compact method to the view like this. Okay, so you can pass it with a compact or you can pass it in an array like this. Okay, totally up to you. But I like the compact method, so I'm going to leave it as is. Right, so let's quickly go to the view. We need to update quite a lot of things in here. Right, so we're not going to do everything. All right, but let's start off with the first thing. This is the cover image. So let's give it some room here. So the cover image, we're going to go to the storage folder. And inside the storage folder, we're just going to concatenate the post image. Just remember, the image is not saved in the database. It's actually just the path to that image that's saved. So that's why we can go to the assets, storage, and basically that like that. Right, the alt right here, the alt is basically, let's say the image is broken, the alt is the one that will be displayed instead of the image. Okay, so if the image is not available or whatever might have happened. Okay, in that case, I just want to display the post title. All right, you could have created another field in your database for the alt. It's totally up to you, but I'm just going to use the title. All right, let's quickly go to our tags right here. All right, so for each tag we want to display, I'm just going to create a div so that they will be displayed flags with a space x of 2 between the tags. Okay, so let's move this one up. Okay, like that. And what we're going to do is we're going to loop over each tag. So for each, like this, for each post, tags, like that. As tag. Right, and then we're going to move the anchor tag in there. And what we're going to do is we're not going to do anything with the route right there because we haven't created any routes for our tags yet. Right, so we only got the index. Okay, so let's just go here, tag name. We're still going to get to work on the tag part. So let me just open our web routes just to show you. So right now we've got our tags like this. If you're using the template, you will see we got a route get. In our tag controller, we're just going to the index like that. Okay, so we're obviously still going to create a show view. There's quite a lot of things we need to do. That's why I want to do it in its own episode. Otherwise, I'm going to go too fast through things, and I want you guys to kind of understand what I'm doing. Okay, so that's the title, the tags, so pardon me. The next thing is our title. So let's quickly do that. So post title like this. Okay. The next thing is we got the author. Just remember, we haven't worked on the image for the authors yet. We're still going to get to that also in its own episodes because there's quite a lot I want to explain to you guys. So we're going to get there. Right, let's quickly get the author's name. That's what we can do. Right, so post author and the name like that. Okay, so there's, let me just move this on to its own lines like this. Okay. Like that. So that's our H3. The next thing that I have is for our posted date. So when this post was actually posted. Now, things I want to explain here. The created date. So let's say the person wants to publish the post today as well. So the published add date and the created add date will be the same. Now, let's say today is Thursday or Friday, let's say, and they want the post. I need it to be displayed on Monday. Okay. Now, the date that you're going to display here is not when the post was created. You actually only want to display the date that the post was actually published. All right. So we're not going to do a post created add date right here. We're not going to do that. We're going to display the published add date. Okay. But I'm not going to display the property. I created a date because I will have to do this like format. And I'm not going to do any format in here. I want to do that in my model because if I want to change anything, I don't have to go through every single view that the format is a little bit different. Okay. So I created a method inside my post model called published add date like this. Okay. Let's quickly go there. So let's open our post model. In here, I've got a published add date. So we got the published add date property that returns this. Okay. Then we have the published add date like this. Okay. And that we just want to format to this. Okay. Good stuff. Right. So if you want to change them to this, you can do it however you want. Right. Let's move on to the paragraphs. Right. So these paragraphs are hard-coded information. So let's quickly can delete that. You know what I will do is I'll just copy this part right here. Let me just cut that out and delete all of this. All right, what I want to do is I will create a div. Okay, and I'll just paste these classes in there. Right, that's going to be default. All right, but the thing is, you need to remember all the styling and everything is going to be basically saved in the database. All right. So if a person creates a post, it will save in the database actually with the paragraph tags, the div tags, the H tags, the H1, H2, all that kind of stuff in the database. Now, the problem with that is if you're going to use the blade syntax like this, what it will do is it will escape those tags. Okay, so it will not render them. Now, in order to prevent this from happening, we use this, okay, in order to actually render it from the database. Okay, like that. Body like this. Right, so let's see if we can actually view the posts. Right, so I'm just going to click the read more. All right, so I need to be, all right, so they want me to be authenticated, which is what we're looking for, john@example.com. Right, so as you can see, we got the image, we got the tags, we got the title, we got the posted add date. So that's the correct format we're looking for. Now, as you can see, all the tags are basically squished in because of the post factory. We didn't create any spacing between that, but it's all good as we can just display that for now like this. Right. So obviously when a person is going to create the post, they're going to create it with spaces and the right fonts and everything. Okay. The next thing we're going to be working on is different stuff on this view right here. So that's it for now. If you guys like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments, feedback or suggestions, please leave it for me in the comment section. So if you want to add anything else to this view right here, so because we got the social share and we got the comments and we got all that kind of stuff. But if you're thinking of something else that you might want to add in here, please leave it for me in the comment section because this is the view we're going to be working on in a couple of episodes because there's quite a bit to do in here. All right. So like the video, comment, feedback, suggestions in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios.